How many of my premenopausal or menopausal friends are worried about Alzheimer's, dementia, or losing your memory as you age? I am. It's one of the biggest reasons why I'm on HRT, even though HRT has not proven that it's going to prevent those kinds of cognitive decline. A brand new study may have brought us one step closer to answering one of the biggest questions in women's health. Does estrogen actually help protect the female brain? I'm going to tell you about this study. I'm Jessica Brown. I'm a nutritionist. I'm author of Beyond the Shot and The Loving Diet. Remember, this is not medical advice and I'm not a doctor. Brand new study from this June. It was in the journal Neuroimage and it looked at 459 women between the ages of 65 and 80. Researchers analyzed their lifetime exposure to estrogen and compared it to MRI brain scan decades later. They looked at three things. Were you on birth control? Did you use hormone replacement therapy at menopause? And what age did you go through menopause? They found that women who had used hormonal birth control earlier in life had a larger volume in several brain regions involved in memory, face recognition, and cognitive process. They also found that women who went through menopause later in life, meaning they naturally produce estrogen for longer, had thicker cortex in several brain regions. These are the areas known to be important for cognitive function, and these are the areas studied in Alzheimer's research. Women who used both hormone birth control and menopause hormone therapy showed thicker cortex in a region called the posterior cingulate, which is an area that researchers are closely watching because of its role in memory and brain aging. Even looking at hormone therapy alone without factoring in birth control history, women who used menopause hormone therapy or HRT had larger, better preserved brain regions tied to memory, attention, and processing speed. And they had measurably thicker cortex. Think of that as like more padding and protection in areas that typically shrink as we age, just from HRT. The most interesting finding was the cumulative effect. Women who used both birth control earlier in life and menopause hormone therapy later had the strongest structural brain benefits. So this study shows that whether or not you produce your own estrogen or you have an exposure through hormone therapy or birth control, that there might be a positive association for the aging female brain. And that's really cool research.